Good morning, students. Today we are going to see about the new Cartesian sign convention using for doing the practical work using the mirror formula. Till now we have discussed about the image formation using the ray diagrams. Rules were given for us, and using those rules we have formed the image formation, and we have seen that some image, like when we are talking about a plane mirror, in plane mirror the images were at same equidistance, means the size of the object and the image of the object was at equidistance and it is of same size. So the magnification for a plane mirror is always +1. But when we are coming to spherical mirrors, in spherical mirrors we have seen two types of mirror, that is concave and convex mirror. In concave mirror, it is concave mirror gives us both virtual as well as erect image, virtual and real images. So in real images, the images are formed below the screen, that will be a negative inverted image. Real images were always inverted image, virtual image are erect image. But when we are coming, this is how happen with the help of a concave mirror. In a convex mirror, it always gives us a virtual and erect image, but the image is very, size is very diminished, very small size. So for that reason we should have some sign convention when we are solving the numericals. We should, instead of numericals, practically when we want to apply it, we should know how the things are going to change. So new sign, Cartesian sign convention. In new Cartesian sign convention, we will be having like this is being used to specify the position of an object and the image. We need a reference point and sign convention. We shall follow a set of sign convention called as new Cartesian sign convention. As you can see in the picture, here you can see for a concave mirror, we will be having this is a Cartesian sign convention. The object, the first one is that the object is always kept towards the left of the mirror. This implies that light is falling from false object on the mirror from the left hand side. So for that reason the object is always kept towards the right side. If you see for both concave and convex mirror, objects are kept at, this is the object which is kept at left hand side and the light will be falling from the left hand side. Second is all distance parallel to principal axis are measured from the pole of the mirror. The pole of the mirror is taken as origin, means here this point P will be taken as origin. This P will be the origin. We have to measure when we are going towards the left, we have to measure in this manner. When we are coming towards the right, we have to measure. So all the distance will be measured using this P as a origin. Then the third one is the principal axis of a mirror is taken as x-axis. As we know in the mathematics, you have studied about the coordinate system. All the four coordinates will be there. So here this point P will be considered as a origin and the x-axis will be, principal axis will be considered as x-x coordinate for us, and all the distance measured to the right will be positive, and while towards the left it will be taken as negative. Means if you are moving towards the left side, it will be negative. If you are moving towards the right side, it will be positive. Then the next one will be the height or distance measured above the perpendicular to the principal axis will be always positive. Means above principal axis, height will be always positive, and height or distance measured below the below and perpendicular to principal axis will be always taken as negative. If it is coming downwards, we will be taking it as negative. You can see here height above it will be taken as positive, below it will be taken as negative. Now in the spherical mirrors, the distance of the object from its pole is called as object distance. The distance of the image formed from the pole of the mirror is called as image distance. And these new Cartesian sign convention will be used to solve numericals problem related to mirror formula. So now we will be seeing it, how we will be solving it, this mirror formula. So now in this sign convention you have to keep it in mind, this one, like we will be having distance of the object for a concave mirror, it will be negative, for a convex mirror also negative. Distance of the object for both concave as well as convex, it will be always negative. Distance of the virtual image V will be positive for concave mirror, and convex mirror also it will be positive only. In concave mirror it will be only one case wherein we will be having V as positive. Distance of the real image will be, for concave mirror V will be negative, and convex mirror never forms a real image. Focal length for F, it will be F for concave mirror it will be negative, and for convex mirror it will be positive. Then radius of curvature, for concave mirror it will be negative, for convex mirror it will be positive. Height of the erect and virtual image, it will be, for both concave and convex it will be positive. Height of the inverted and real image will be negative, and convex mirror never gives a real and inverted image. Height of the object for both concave and convex will be positive. Initially when you will be solving the numericals, keep this in front of you, and whenever you are solving numericals you should know how this is going to for sign convention. If you miss a single sign convention, your whole answer is going to be wrong. So initial days when you are solving the numericals, keep this table in front of you and solve the numericals. Copy down this table in your notebook, regular notebook. You have to copy down that table, as well as you have to copy down this sign convention. Now when we are coming for mirror formula, the distance of an object from the pole of the mirror is called as object distance, and it will be denoted by U. The distance of the image formed from the pole of a mirror is called as image distance, it will be denoted by V. Means here we will be having U is equals to object distance and V is equals to image distance, and F will be focal length. F will be focal length. Clear? Now the formula which gives the relationship between object distance, image distance and focal length is known as mirror formula. As you can see on the screen, 1 upon V plus 1 upon U is equals to 1 upon F. This is a mirror formula, and this mirror formula is valid in all situations for all spherical mirrors for all positions of the object. Means wherever we are keeping an object, we will be able to, for all the situation and for all the positions of the object, this mirror formula is true for us. The mirror formula contains three terms, that is U, V and F. If any of the two of them are known, the third one we will be obtaining by substituting the numerical values of the two known terms in the mirror formula. Now we will be going for the magnification. Magnification of a spherical mirror. The size of an image formed by a plane mirror, as we have discussed, it is of same size as of that object. But when we have seen the spherical mirrors, it is not always the same. Sometimes we have got the image as smaller, sometimes we have got it as enlarged, sometimes we got it as point size. When we are coming to convex mirror, in convex mirror always the image size was very small, diminished. So for that reason we require a magnification. So now the size of the image formed by a concave mirror can be smaller than, equal or larger than the size of the object, depending upon where the object is placed in front of the mirror. So magnification produced by the mirror gives us the relative extent to which the image of an object is magnified with respect to the size of the object. Means why we should know the magnification? It is only to understand the relative extent to which the image is going to formed for us. So here magnification is defined as the ratio of image height to the object height. As you can see here, image height of the image divided by height of the object, and here height of the object is taken as h dash and object height will be taken as h. Then magnification can also be defined as the object distance to the image distance. Means we will be having here m is equals to minus v upon u. Means image distance divided by object distance, or we can have here as h dash upon h is equals to minus v upon u. Clear? So this is how we can able to use these equations, and these equations are true for all the cases of the image formation by both the types of spherical mirrors. This will be true for both the type of spherical, means concave as well as convex mirror. In accordance with the Cartesian sign convention, the height of the object is taken to be positive as the object is usually placed above the principal axis. The height of the image should be taken as positive for a virtual image. However, it can be taken as negative for, it is to be taken as negative for real image. So now when there will be a magnification as +1, like if suppose m is equals to +1 is given, or is positive, if magnification is positive. If magnification is positive, it means that the image formed on the same side of the principal axis as that of the object. In other words, the image is virtual and erect. If magnification is positive, the image formed is virtual and erect. If magnification is negative, then the image formed is real and inverted. This you have to use while solving the numericals, because here as you can see h dash upon h dash upon h is equals to minus v upon u we have taken. Clear? So this is how you have to do with this magnification. Now related to this magnification, like for a plane mirror, it will be magnification it will be always +1. This means the size of the image formed by a plane mirror is equal to the size of the object. Since magnification is positive, the image formed by a plane mirror is virtual and erect. So this is all about for today. The mirror formula, magnification. Note it down this all in your notebook. Tomorrow onwards we are going to solve the numericals. You will be keeping your notebook ready and you will be solving along with me the numericals. Stay home, stay safe.